Hey Crestwood, happy Wednesday to you guys. Hope you all are doing well this week, getting ready for our holiday weekend, the start of UK football season. There's a lot of fun stuff going on. Amy and I are going to go camping for a few days just to kind of get away and get out in nature, something we really enjoy doing and a great way for us to reconnect and recharge. So looking forward to that as we get ready to be together in worship again with you on Sunday. Boy, the last couple of Sundays have been fantastic. So many exciting things going on here at Crestwood, and God is showing up in some really cool ways. So hope you've been able to be a part of that, and look forward to seeing you this Sunday and as we move into the fall. But today it's my honor to bring to you this devotional for this Wednesday, August 30th. You know, as many of you know, my career I started out in was journalism, and in journalism, there's an answer to every question if you just know the right question to ask and the right people to ask, and if you're persistent enough. And I like that. I'm a very sort of logical, analytical thinker. I like there to be an answer to every problem, and so journalism fit that very well. Ministry, not so much. There is not always an answer to the problems that are posed in ministry or in life, and in trying to help people understand how God is at work, why things happen. It can be a struggle because there aren't always those easy answers. And so throughout my life of faith, throughout my faith journey, and throughout my career, I've dealt with doubts on a fairly regular basis, because my logical, rational mind tells me it should be one way, but God's promises tell me it should be another. And my blind spot in my faith is trusting God, because I'm like, you know what, God, you may have come through those other 99 times, but this time you're not going to come through. And so I'm constantly trying to grow in my trust in my faith. That's why Hebrews 11 is such a pivotal verse for me. It talks about how faith is confidence in things we hope for and assurance in things we cannot see. And that's tough. I've got a lot of doubting Thomas in me, where I need to see tangible proof, tangible evidence of the resurrected Jesus, of God's presence, before I will fully give myself over to that belief. So when I talk about the importance of having hope, I'm preaching to myself. Y'all can overhear it, but I'm preaching to myself. And yet, what if it's true? I often wonder, what if all this faith stuff is just something to get us through? As Karl Marx said, it's opiate for the masses, But what if it's true? What if God is who God says? What if God's promises are true? What if the things that sustain us in difficult times, what if those are real? And I made a choice long ago in my faith journey that I'm going to choose to believe that what I can't see is true when it comes to faith, because that to me feels like such a better way to live your life than just to assume everything is false. I try to assume the best of people, even when they don't always give me reason to do that. I try to trust that God is present in a situation, even when I can't feel that, because the only other option is just this sort of defeatist, fatalistic approach to life. You just live, and then you die, and that's it. And I choose to believe something different. I may be wrong. I may be completely off base. There may be no proof. There may be no existence of God. We'll find out, right, at some point. But I've made that choice. I've made the choice to trust that God is real, that Jesus is alive, that God shows up when we need God the most, and that there is something bigger than just me in this world. It's a conscious choice that we all make. And there are some days where I don't know that I believe it. It's just a part of faith, right? It's okay to doubt. It's okay to wonder. It's okay to question what the scripture tells us about who God is. That's a part of it, because then what happens, what I found, is I question those things. I ask God, even in the midst of my doubts, God, show me that you're real. Show me your promises are true. And God shows up. Every single time God has shown up. It may not have been exactly what I was hoping for. Oftentimes it's better than what I hoped for. I never in a million years expected I would find someone like Amy to be a part of my life. But God had better plans for me than I ever could have imagined. I'm sure there are ways God has shown up for you too, and I want you to lean into that. Lean into that. If you're wrestling with doubt, if today you're just not sure, if the circumstances life are giving you just feel a little bit overwhelming, and you're like, is this faith stuff even real? I want you to remember the times God has shown up for you. And then I want you to do something very daring, very courageous. I want you to pray. Even if you think nobody's listening, I want you to pray and tell God exactly what you need. Tell God exactly what you're looking for, and then trust that what Scripture says, if you knock, the door will be opened. So today, Crestwood, I want to encourage you to just continue having faith, even when that doesn't seem like the logical thing to do. I read something today that is sustaining me, and that is, if God can make a bug's butt light up, imagine what God can do for you. Hope you have a great day. God bless you, Crestwood.